Okay, so now we will continue the Lean Global Connection. We'll have this activity here at the main stage with ramping up successfully with Lean practices. And who will take care of this stage? My colleague here from Brazil, Ricardo Ichikawa. At this moment, he will be pulling this on and continue this effort that we're doing globally. Ichikawa, it's with you now.
Okay, thank you. Hal, it's a great pleasure to stay here in a global connection in the 2023. And I would like to introduce here Alberto Oliveira, our speaker, who is a great friend that worked together with me in Rio de Janeiro, Tecnip FMC, and now currently replacing this work in Malaysia. And today we have shared his results and learning with us. Welcome, Alberto.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ichikawa and the Lean Institute for the invitation to share our journey and our lessons on the Lean Global Connection 2023. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alberto. Before giving your final words, I would like to briefly share my screen to talk about briefly our approach to similar cases of companies to have the challenge of achieving rapid and effective growth using Lean. In general, we started with a Lean transformation framework, all right? And in this moment, we start with the company, with the Hoshin Kanri to connect the North through, and the specific the KPIs, strategic KPIs. After this, in general, in the companies, we have the mapping, the value stream map to understand the process, to identify the bottlenecks and the restrictions, right? And after this, we map and understand the wastes to focus on the elimination wastes. We started again with the daily management, OBEA, and the leadership environments. And to do this, we use this method to increase the process. We use the problem solving using A3 or PDCE, Kaizen events. Some cases, like we're discussing to the next steps, the 3P, it's to study the flow, not only the materials, but the flow in the product, flow in the persons, flow in the informations. Well, now, after this brief introduction, I give the words back to Alberto to present us his case. All right? Now, it's your court, my friend.
Okay, thank you. So thank you very much for the opportunity. I will just start with the who Tecnip FMC. Tecnip FMC, we are leading on technology provider to traditional and new industry, delivering the fully integrated projects, products, and services. We have around 21,000 employees. We have representative in 40 countries. Our plant is located in Nusa Jaya, Malaysia. You can see here on the map on the right side of the map. And also we are organized in subsea, surface, and new energy. For this case, we'll focus on subsea products, Christmas tree. And just to share, Tecnip FMC have a long journey with Lean. We are still learning, but we are working with the Lean Institute for, I would say, around 10 years already. And today we can see the Lean implemented in all levels of Tecnip FMC, from the CEO up to the operator. So this is something that it's good to mention as well, that we today our situation, we don't have challenge to convince people about Lean. This is part of all company basic thinking already. So this slide here represents one important change that we did in Technip FMC, that basically in lean manufacturing, usually, we focus on improving process only. We go to the shop, we go to the Gemba, we map our flows, and then we try to improve. But Technip FMC, around 5 years ago, started the journey to change the status quo and then challenge the product as well. So that was a very representative change that we did, that we launched one new product, Subsea 2.0 Christmas tree. You can see in this slide one subsea layout. And this is the architecture of the tree. We have one equipment. This is the equipment that goes subsea as part of the oil exploration to send it to the platform. And you can see here also that this architecture of this tree is really connected with the standardization, industrialization, and that really enable us on the production to do a better process. So how that was designed? That was designed exploring a lot the essentials and the tools of LPPG. Also, the Lean Institute was a great partner for us on this journey. That was a global effort, but basically what we did here, by using the LPPG tools, we connected the design with the manufacturing, with all the value stream, supply chain, to enable us to deliver what was expected and what the client need, which is the best cost and lead time. Basically, that's the main benefit of this one. So the two big learnings here that we can share is that don't focus only on the process, but sometimes you need to challenge the product that we have to design a new product using the tools. And also that enable the company to continue and deliver more results with the new product. I have one video to share here for the company. It's a short one, but it's good for you to understand better about Technip FMC. This video shows the product that we do inside Technip FMC as a company. So as part of our industrialization journey for this product, Subsea 2.0 trees, Technip FMC decided to invest in one facility to be dedicated to produce this equipment. Again, we had the new design, a new product, but we really had to connect all the value stream to deliver the value proposition of the product to the client. That couldn't be possible if we didn't invest in one facility with dedicated area to produce these three. So this is the plant that you saw on the map located in Nusa Jaya, Malaysia. Today, this plant do different products, not only Subsea 2.0. Of course, Subsea 2.0 is the main product that we produce here, but we also have other products that we produce. But I will focus more on the Christmas tree. Basically, we have one facility that is capable to do cladding. There is one kind of surface welding. We do machining. We have some equipment to do machining on the blocks on part of the Christmas tree. We have one area to do fabrication, and also we have one area to do the assembly. For the assembly, this facility is split in two main areas. The number two, the building number two, is basically the feeder line, and then the bay one is the main assembly line. How we defined this flow? Basically, we split, we defined all the components that could be produced before go to the main flow. Actually, we remove some activities from the critical path to enable us to reduce the lead time. And then the bay two maybe basically is the area that we do the components to feed it to the main flow. And also we have the main flow on the bay number one. Some other good points that we did here as part of our ramp up for us to help us, our site, to change the culture. Together with the implementation of the help chain, what we did, you can see on this image that the office, it's a bit far from the production base. So we build new help chain areas inside the flow. What that means today, on bay one, for instance, we build one office inside and we move the support functions. And today they are working as an island. Today we have close to the flow, we have the supervisor, we have the production planner, we have the quality engineer, we have the design engineer, we have the production engineer, all together, and also the manager for the assembly. All this team, they are together, close to the flow to support the flow. That is a really one-step change for us that in the past was really difficult for us to recover the flow when the flow stopped. And now we implemented the help chain and also transfer the people to really sit close to the flow. So it's very easy and it's very fast, the communication, when we have some issue to support the production flows. On this plant today, we have around 240 employees. Basically is that. For this slide here is another step change for us. Basically, before the ramp up, we had our standard way to work, which was a very old model that we select, let's say 50 targets to focus. And then it was very difficult for us to concentrate in what was important, really important, because we had so many things to do at the same time. So before this ramp up that we had, with the support of the Lean Institute, we had a workshop with the main leaders to try to understand how was our previous year. We did that in the beginning of the year, so we did some PDCA, some reflection. How was the previous year? And then we realized that a lot of reds was connected with some issues that we had in our flow, in our process. that we had that we had to put some additional focus to eliminate all the wastes that we had basically on the lean. And also when we look to our costs, we also identify some reds that we had to put some effort on the ramp up, because we cannot have this site, a dedicated site, to produce an optimized product, a new product, but don't deliver to the client the benefit of less cost. And also when we look to the upcoming demand, we saw one increase of volume 2 to 3 times. So that was the condition that we had. So when we saw these main items, we realized that we had to focus on eliminate the waste, improve the cost, and be prepared to produce and deliver the high demand 2 to 3 times compared with the previous year. So that come up to us the need to define our true north. This system enable us to stop that 50 and a lot of targets that was not so focused. And then we implemented the true north at the first time in our plant. Our true north was a successful ramp up. Successful was achieve the targets that we defined later on. And ramp up is basically because we had the volume 2 to 3 times more. And connected to that, true north, we defined the essentials for us to cascade on the targets. Just to give one example of the essentials that we select, that is easy for everyone to understand, is safety. We select the safety as one essential, and then we define our targets that maybe is common to all and easy to understand. We want to have 365 days a year safe. We want to have 0 unsafe days. And then we move that to the other essentials, which is quality, which is cost, which is execution. We defined 3 to 4 main targets for these essentials. After that, after all this definition, that become very well established our focus, which was have a successful ramp up, as well as the main target. But this target at that point was focused more on the site Obeya, that we elected the level 1 Obeya. And then we defined our management system through Obeya levels and how that works. Basically, all this true north from the upcoming demand together with the PDCA and the learnings from the previous year, we defined the level 1 strategic targets. And then we implemented the department Obeya as level 2. But this is a key for us just to make sure that we don't just copy and paste all the site targets to all the levels. We needed to do some additional, we need to put some additional effort to translate the main targets, what is applicable to all the departments. I will give you only one example. If you take HSE as one target for level 1, when you go to the production planning Obeya, yes, they are committed with the HSE and everything they do, but in the overall targets, they have some others that they need to put more focus. So the managers have the challenge to translate and to cascade it to all the levels, to all the departments, to guarantee that they know about that. And also for the production. The main challenge that we have is how we cascade it to all the operators to guarantee that they are connected with the true north, they are putting focus on what is priority, as well as how they understand in a daily basis the job that they are doing, how they collaborate with the true north. This is the main points here, how we cascade it to the Obeya levels. And then we go to the preparation for the production, for the execution. Based on the preparation, as we got the challenge to be a dedicated site for this new product, we started doing some training for all the personnel that we had, all the people. We start having some awareness of the product concept, about the documentation, about the global standards, and then some specific features for the product. After we implement some training, we go to the level to learn with our hands. How that happen? We have two main different areas, which is manufacturing, machine and cladding, and assembly. We understand that for the manufacturing, the cladding and machining, the best way for us to prepare the flow, to prepare the process, to validate the VSM is doing the qualification. What qualification means? We selected the raw material and we really do the cladding, machining, inspection for all the critical features that we have. And doing that, we validate the qualification of the operator, we validate all the CNC programming, we validate the tools, and we validate the machine, not only the flow. And also, when we go to the assembly, we understand that the mockup is the best tool that we have available to validate everything that we prepare before starting the production. How that works for the assembly? We build one prototype, 1x1 scale in one site, and then we in Rio, and then we ship to us one 2.03 1x1 scale. And then in parallel of that, we did one 7 ways methodology to select the best layout, doing the deselection based on the priorities that we defined. And then we went to the shop floor to use the prototype 1x1 scale to run many times, to simulate many times the best layout that we choose from the 7 ways. And that was amazing because that gave to us the opportunity to simulate not only the main flow, but always also the information flow, the material flow, the tooling flow, people, cabins. That was a great opportunity. And this was performed together with the operators and all the engineers, all the team. And then that enabled them to have the feeling of the ownership, to feel owner of the flow, and also give us some feedbacks for us to update and revise anything that was required. And then moving to the next steps, we start running the product, we start running the new product, and then run the PDCA thinking. And our target is really achieve the targets based on cycle time and lead time. This is the results that we got so far with this journey. We saw a lot of new people using A3 tool to solve the problems on our OBEs. When we run the OBEs, of course, we have a lot of issues, and we saw people using more and more the A3 tool to solve the issue. We have 0 lost time incident, which is great for us. People come back and go back to their house safe. Our rework rate is 20% below, even with 2 to 3 times more products to deliver. Our productivity increased on 20%. Our workload increased 60%. That is a huge ramp up for us. Lead time, which is the value proposition of the product, reduced 40%. And again, the throughput increased from 2 to 3 times. So some positive items from this journey was the manufacturing readiness that enabled the ramp up and 0 defects, even for complex products, including first the article. What we see when Ichikawa always remind me about that when we have a new product or when we define a new product or new process, we need to go slow in the beginning. We need to have a very good preparation part for us to succeed at the end. Because sometimes what we do, we just rush on the beginning of the process. We don't do a good readiness on the beginning, and then we pay the price later. This is a very great example that show a lot of effort that we put on the readiness, on the preparation, and then now we are getting the good result. Why? Because we run slow. We did a good preparation before we start the product. The investment we are getting back all the investment that we did. Again, the Obeya was very good by cascading the True North and helping us to focus on the priorities. The team using the A3 to solve the problems, quick response on the help chain for the flows, multifunctional team working close to the flow, and the collaboration between the sites. We have other sites that do the same product. This is, today we see that we have a very good collaboration process. And then what is next is the continuous improvement that we needed to continue with our journey for our management system. Our help chain, we also understand that we need to continue focus and improvement. Our problem-solving mindset, and of course, our lean journey. That's it.
Very good, very good, Alberto. Thank you so much for sharing with us your journey. We have here in question answers from Neff. Yes, the manager is quite stuck in the middle. They work very hard. With such a management system articulated and expressed as you describe it, what is the work of senior leadership? What's the main role from the leadership in this situation?
Basically, be available to be part of the help chain. I understand that one big change that we realized that we had on this journey is that we really implement the lean tool to understand our result from the previous year, and then we had the reds in our hands. Also, what is the profile, what is coming, and then we together with the leaders, we create together as a team the true north and the main targets. Again, cannot be more than 20 targets, 15 to 20 as a maximum for one big site. Cannot be more than that because it will be very difficult to manage. And then you establish this management system. You have the level 1 Obeya, which is the senior manager, but the department Obeyas need to translate the sites and the strategic targets to that specific Obeya. And then we need to have a very good discipline to run. We need to have a discipline to daily run and follow up. But the main support that I recommend for the senior manager is be available to support the help chain. And
very good.
How I understand.
Very good, Alberto. I think the time is over, but thank you so much for your contribution and share with us your journey and the learnings.
Okay, thank you again for the invitation. I hope this successful
Thank you.
Chikawa, thank you, Alberto. Thank you for telling the story about Technip FMC. Nice to see all this story again and see all the evolution. See you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Chikawa.
Bye-bye. Thank you.